I'm been there, done that. We're with Podcast Junkies.
Been there, but I have not done it yet.
Yeah, well, this is you doing it.
I've been there doing that.
What's up, everybody? I'm Podcastro, and this is the Been There, Done That podcast. What is up, everybody, man? That every single time, another prop to Daniel. Thank you so much, man. He created that beautiful it gets me hype every time.
It sounds great, though.
Right?
It does, man.
All right, so guys, welcome back again. I'm Podcastro, another Been There, Done That, and today I am so excited to introduce my guest. But first, what's today? Today is Thursday. Again, another beautiful day to wake up, look up at the sky, and just enjoy life. So I want all of you to go out there and just take a look out there, take a second to appreciate those little things. And, what we have today is not a little thing. I've been waiting to interview this man. I have had him in my studio. We have gone back, maybe it's almost like 5 years now that I've known this guy. And it's just amazing to have him now sitting right next to me. And so without further ado, Jay from Poké Jay, welcome to Been There, Done That. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Dude, it's good to see you, man. I really appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate everything you've done. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, but also, like, this is your time. I want to have a platform where I can say, hey, we got to get this guy's story out there. This guy has done so much. You are huge in this community, but just let alone you have such a great personality. You are such a good guy. So I was like, yo, we got to at least have you on. We have to, spread the message. So Jay, what's up, man?
Now I'm here.
You're here, brother.
That's it, man. Well, talk to me. So, I guess I should talk about you first.
What? Talk about me? What do you mean?
Well, thank you for having me.
always, man.
Yeah, we know each other for a good amount of time now. We've been talking about this, I'm excited to be in your show.
This has been something we've been speaking on, and like I was telling you, man, like I think you're a huge staple in this community, but a lot of people don't know the background of you, right? They don't know where you came from, what you've started, and what and how, and I also don't know. So I think it would be really cool if maybe we could get a little bit of backstory. Where are you from? Let's start with little Jay.
I got you.
Where was Jay born?
I was born in Thailand.
Okay. You were born in Thailand.
I was born in Thailand, in Bangkok.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
In the middle of the city.
Holy smokes. That was probably a whole different world.
It is, yeah. I'll say this, I grew up in Thailand for, good amount of time until I turned 15.
Oh, so you were raised in Thailand?
Yeah.
You were fully raised in Thailand?
Like half amount of my life.
Yeah.
We're in Thailand, and I moved here, with my mom and my family.
Okay.
And then, but when I was in Thailand, I went to boarding school.
Okay.
So boarding school, I went to, they put me through a Boy Scout, man. You ever been a Boy Scout?
I have not, but I have had a lot of friends that have been in Boy Scouts, so I know it's very regiment. You definitely learn a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you do. And then this is gonna tie into why I'm in this industry, by the way.
From Boy Scouts?
Oh, check this out.
Oh wow, okay.
Ready? So in Boy Scout, you have to do pretty much anything to make yourself survive, right? For example, you got to cook for yourself.
Yep.
Not just for yourself, but for your crew.
Yeah.
That are in the same team with you, and then how are we gonna survive through, and that taught me a lot. For example, you wake up, you do a certain things, you like a regular human being would do, right? You wake up, you take a shower, you gotta eat, and you gotta do a regular basis.
Yeah, you got a routine. You got to, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that taught me, in business as well, that hey, we in this world that people are waking up and do these things like eat.
So you had to learn this foundation, and it probably at a pretty young age. Was Boy Scouts called the same thing in Thailand? It was called Boy Scouts? Like it was a whole wow. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're like more intense though, man.
Oh yeah.
They'll give you like chicken and then like some vegetables and a pot,
Oh shit.
You got to carry that around. It's like a full camping.
They give you a live chicken. Say, hey, here you go. Figure this out. That's crazy.
like chicken, run it.
You have to literally catch your food, kill it, cook it.
No, you ain't gotta kill it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they just hand you like raw stuff. You figure that out, do what you do.
Wow.
But yeah, that was like a pain. Like the most time spending throughout the day for our crew. Because like back in the day, you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to, breaking down chicken, cut vegetables. You don't know how to do any of it.
Nothing.
But see, like I want to, back in the day, I'm like, man, how can we like minimize the time? Like can we just like eat and keep going with our tasks? Because we have certain tasks that they gave it to us that we have to do, right? But I mean, like throughout the day, you got to get the eating pads gone first.
Yeah.
And then you can do more stuff. Like throughout the day. It's like a task you'd have to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It gives you time management, right? It puts into perspective and it sounds like you were always the one being like, why is this taking so long? Let me find the fastest route to get to let's cook it this way because it'll cook faster or something like that. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much, you're feeding egg people and then it's like egg of you don't know how to cook. Like nobody knows how to cook, But
wow.
yeah.
So that I guess foundation of you learning that. So how long were you in Boy Scouts for? Would you say?
Well, I was in, I'll say like a solid 5 years.
Okay, so probably like 10 to 15, right?
Yeah, it's like a mini Boy Scout, and then now you've grown to be better, Boy Scout.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that now, I'm assuming you grew a great community of friends, right? Because you guys all were cooking for each other, I'm sure, camping together, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it was somehow like, we sleep together and, shower together.
Everything. You guys are literally, doing so many things. So that foundation gave you probably a lot of core values, right? Right there at that young age.
Yeah.
And that probably, so let's now jump ahead a little bit. So 15-year-old Jay now moves to where? You came here. Where did you move to?
So my parents, they used to live in Maryland. It's a small town called Pasadena, Maryland.
I know exactly where Pasadena is.
Yeah?
I'm from Maryland.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah?
Jay.
Wait, what?
I'm from Frederick, Maryland.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, that's crazy.
That's my hometown then.
Wait, so you know where Frederick, Maryland
I
is?
do exactly. I know where it is. Yeah.
Wait, bro, wait. Okay, this is why we call this been there, done that, because I now have been where you're talking about. So that's crazy. Jay, I am from Frederick, Maryland. I grew up literally probably 30 minutes away from Pasadena.
Yeah.
That's crazy, brother.
It's not that far, yeah.
Holy shit.
I've been Towson and everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I used to do competitions in Towson. That was the school that we would, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so tell me, yeah, the world is getting smaller, man. All right, so Pasadena, Maryland.
And then, I started, transform from Thai school to the U.S. schools were not easy for me. Right?
Couldn't imagine. And were they teaching you English in Thai?
Yeah, they did. Put me in ESOL class. That's what it's called. Like, I had to spend a good amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah, like throughout the day with the rest of the kids. But yeah, it taught me a lot, man. A school, over there they put all the international kids in that school.
Wow.
So yeah.
And that was now a whole another, I guess, hardship that you had to go through, right? You just were doing Boy Scouts with all your friends. You had a community basically, and then your parents were like, all right, we're moving to Maryland, and you're like, oh, and now you're getting put in a whole nother position, almost like a fight or flight, right? Now you're seriously in this fight or flight going through this, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, see, like Boy Scout helps again.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to survive.
Exactly. That's yeah.
Let me tell you fun fact. So I didn't even speak to anybody for about 6 months. I didn't know how. I understand what they were saying, like, but I couldn't respond, right? So here's how I learned how to survive. I started watching movie. I learned so much from the movies, man. I can 100 out of 100 times telling everybody I learned from the movies,
Yeah.
because the movie tells not only the conversation, but it's also explain to you the tone when you use to people, like, when you finish the conversation
Of
or
course.
asking question with the tone and how people are going to react
Yeah.
after the conversation, after the tone that you're using.
Oh, I love that. So you got a lot of the way to speak just from watching all these movies and shows. Okay, real quick. What's a favorite movie of Jay? Top 3. Give me them.
Oh, man.
Cuz I'm a huge movie I love movies, man. So
I love Top Guns.
all right, Top Guns. That's good. Top Gun.
Top Gun's good.
That's one.
I like zombie.
Okay, zombie. Like just any zombie movies or
Any zombie.
any zombie movies?
zombie.
Okay. I just saw 28 Years Later. That just came out in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet, so don't tell me that.
I won't tell you. I will tell you one thing. And I love saying this because every time I say it, everyone's like, yeah, it was shot on an iPhone, but there's so many. It was shot on an iPhone, but there's so many attachments. You look at it, it's like an iPhone with it's like, it's got like 6 lenses. It's got like a fucking display. It's crazy. So
People are talking.
yeah, exactly. Anyways, okay, so all right. So we got Zombie, Top Gun, one more.
Wow. That's a good question.
Are you into any superhero, Marvel?
I like Iron Man. Look at this.
That's what I was gonna say. That is Iron.
This is it.
That's it.
Look at the
that.
bottle.
Look at that bottle. Check out that bottle. I love that. Iron Man.
That's good, man. Yeah.
There it is. Iron Man. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you said for 6 months you were mute,
Yeah.
right? So you would watch these movies and then one day you just spoke? Did your friends or the people you were hanging, were they like, oh, Jay,
Hey,
Jay,
missed you.
You're here? Oh man, what's up?
No, it's like, I was a quiet one. But then one day I'm like, I need to go to the store. I need to be able to ask for like, hey, I need this. You know? I want a bag of Doritos or something,
you gotta survive.
Yeah, I'm hungry now. So I started to use the language. Here's the thing too, like, don't be afraid to use it. Just keep talking. They're gonna correct you.
Yeah.
They're gonna somehow try to understand you regardless. Because they want to sell and I want to buy. Right. So that's what that's how it got me until today.
Wow, I actually love that. That's a really good piece of advice for people out there going into another country or just in general. Do it. Try it.
Yeah.
Even if you mess up, you're right. They're not going to deny you a sale.
No,
right? They're like, we want your money. Yeah. So go ahead and try. Yeah. At least give me 3 or 4 words that, okay, I see this person needs a Band-Aid or this person needs water. Like, if you're able to get those, that's a great.
Yeah, and they're gonna find a way to understand you. If not, they're gonna try to show, hey, is this one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you ended up having to fend for yourself in the setting of like, all right, I gotta go out and talk so I can make, And then after that, were you just like, oh, this is not too hard, or what gave you now? The excel, I guess.
But it gives you confidence. To be within the group now.
Okay, good. Okay, so that gave you the confidence to be able to now. All right.
Now that you know how to use it, now you're gonna use it. So that's how it begins. And and then my mom, when I moved here, they already had the restaurant. It's called Mai Tai. It's in Baltimore, by the way. It actually exists right now.
Wait. Mai Tai.
Like MYTHAI.
Wait, Jay, I think I have eaten at that restaurant.
I think so. They've been there for, I say 20 years.
Brother, I have been to Baltimore multiple times. I think I have eaten at that's your parents' restaurant?
Yeah, that's my mom's and my dad.
That's actually so cool, man. Wait, what a small world.
Yeah, that's on 800 blocks, Charles Street.
Is it close to there's like an Italian restaurant? Might be. I think I know.
They just relocated now.
No, I think I literally remember eating there with my father. Was it a darker restaurant? Was it on?
So now let's just go back to the beginning. Right?
Okay.
So the Mount Vernon?
Yes.
Charles Street?
Yep.
Like the big monument they put concert in.
Yep.
So that was the beginning of my Thai, right? And it opened it for about 3 or 4 years, and then the fire happened, a big fire. We were on the basement, so we got a bunch of water. They built a swimming pool for us. We couldn't operate it there, so we had to move to Bank Street, which is the Harbor East of Baltimore.
Okay.
And then we close up, to Ozu Bay, Log Bar around here.
Yeah.
They're from Baltimore.
Wow. Oh my God. What a small freaking world, man.
Yep.
Holy smokes. Okay. So your parents, they had this restaurant. Is that why they came over here? Or you guys all came over, or is
we
it
came over and then they wanted to, open
authentic Thai
Exactly.
food that nobody has really seen before, probably?
Exactly.
Delicious.
They're still in business, so something got to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They gotta be having the best place over there. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so now were you fully involved with their operation? Were you there? Were you cooking? Is that where the spark of? I mean, because our audience might not know this, but you own your own place here,
I do.
right? So we're gonna get to that, but I want to know how that has happened. So yeah.
Well, see, my Thai, that's the pretty much the beginning, right? So that's the beginning of how I get to learn from the ground up. I'm talking I learned how to clean the drain, the floor.
Your parents are like,
They didn't spoil me. I just put it out.
No, they said, we're keeping this maintenance. We're not hiring anybody. We got Jay right here.
So I got I got put in a corner to be a dishwasher for 4.5 months with the heavy plates. I had to go in before everyone because I have to prepare, all the plates for all the chefs to cook and put them on, and I get to go home at the last person because I still had to clean up everything. Right?
Holy shit.
Mop, sweep, you name it, windows, right? But 4.5 months taught me a lot. Let me tell you this. I hated that corner, but I love it so much because it's so peaceful. It taught me so much, but I hated that job, man. It's just heavy. It's just hard, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So then I thought of myself, I looked at the chef, they get to come in a little bit later than me, and they get to just leave before me. I'm like,
You're like, man, that sounds like a pretty good gig.
I know. And then I'm like, and he makes more money than I do, right?
Yeah, you're like, what is this guy? He's coming in after me, leaves before me, making 3 times X of what I'm making.
Exactly.
Wow.
Without I had to carry all the plates,
Yeah, and all he got to do is he's got his. Yeah, that's funny.
Just got to stand there and stir fry a little bit.
You're like, I could do that in my sleep.
That was my thought.
Wow. That's unbelievable. So you got to, but you saw that. So you saw, you were the eyes of the restaurant, right? You knew when things were out of line. You saw something, hey, that doesn't go there, right? That gave you a really good foundation again, right?
Yeah, that too. And then, now when I looked at all the chefs, I saw opportunities, right? Because they all had breaks, right? So then they have a certain amount of time that they would close for about an hour and a half. So all of the staff will be on break. But I can stay in the kitchen. This is my parents' spot. I'm just gonna stay. Here's what I did. I started to put stuff together. I started to cook.
Oh,
Right?
I love that.
It didn't turn out so well in the beginning, but I'm continued doing it over and over again.
Did you ever watch some of the chefs that were cooking?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
so-
that helps. But anyway, so I'm like, I saw the chef how much of the sauces that they put in, this amount of chicken, for example, and then I started to make that and give it to my mom, my dad, and be like, hey, try this, check this out. I thought this is what I'm thinking. I thought I did the best, but then my dad helped me a little bit. He goes, oh, wow, this is so good, even though I don't think it tastes as good at all. But he tried to help me out. I'm like, hey, son, it's good. I'm like, yeah? He's like, yeah. And then he's like, I didn't finish the plate, but I'm like, all right, I know it. I know what to do. So anyway, for a good amount of time, when everybody gone on break, I would be in that station cooking up myself and started like, self-taught.
Yeah.
Like learn how to use, play with the fire a little bit, see how hot it gets, if I burn the pans on the wok, what's going to happen, right? So then I'd learn the trick the hard way, and then my mom one day, she stepped in, she goes, let me tell you something. And then she showed me, I'm like, that's what I was missing.
Ah.
Yeah. And
So she saw the spark in you. She saw that you were putting in the work to try, and she's like, that's actually a really nice lesson because she watched you.
she wanted me to fall first.
She wanted you to fail first.
Yep,
She
yep.
wanted you to burn your hand. She wanted you to like mess up.
I don't think she understood why I wanted to be in that station anyway. I was like, back in the day, I just want to make more money. Right?
Fair.
But then again, like, I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. Like, this job is so much easier than dishwasher, by the way, man. Yeah, it's a whole lot, like, different ball game. But anyway, so then she started, like, teach me, a whole bunch of stuff. And then one day, I think she found a new dishwasher who could potentially be in my spot now. I can do something else, So I get to prep with her, like do all the, preparation for restaurant, making dumplings and all the stuff, cutting vegetables, and that was the beginning of me. I get to work with my mom side by side. She taught me a lot, bro.
Yeah.
She taught me a lot.
Bro, well, I want you to know, I have a passion for cooking Thai food.
Oh yeah?
Well, I do it. Well, is Poké Mao, is that Thai?
Yeah, that's drunken noodle. Yeah.
I make I don't order it at restaurants because I make it so well.
Oh yeah.
I've had a Vietnamese girl come over and she's like, "Holy shit, this is legit."
I might have to come to your house.
I want you to know, Jay, I would be honored to cook you a Poké Mao and actually be like, "Yo, man, like because it's one of my I love Thai food. Love Thai food. It's one of my favorites. So the fact that you got to like learn from the person that that she has so much training of authentic Thai food, right? And knowing all that, I've only, I just watched so many cooking shows, so many cooking videos of just Thai cooking. But the fact that you got the root of it, that is unbelievable. And you got the foundation. So, you probably know the best rice noodles, where to get the freshest noodles. You probably know the Thai basil, all the places to get the best.
I do.
Yeah. So that's amazing. So, okay, so you got that inspiration from her. You started, okay, so now you probably, did you just start cooking like crazy?
Yeah, well, that's, now she put me in the right spot. Now, I get to be the prep guy. So I know all of my ingredients. I know how to take care of it. I get to cut the carrots, I get to cut chicken. I know how I feel. I know what to do now, right? So I use that and learn and remember, hey, you can't touch, for example, avocado, the ripe avocado. You can't grab them like a baseball,
Yeah.
You have to touch it like a little baby. Otherwise, you're going to bruise the hell out of the avocado. So from there, I just know how to play with the ingredients.
Love it.
Like correctly.
Yeah, you were
You know
able
what I
to make some magic. Really.
Yeah,
happen,
like
right?
garlic. You can't put them on a hot oil. You're gonna burn that instantly.
Yep.
Right now, to play with it a little bit. Maybe low temp to get the most flavor out of it. You know what I mean? So, in that
Smashing the ginger.
Yeah.
All these different like little tricks that make your dish, the best that it can be.
Yeah.
Right?
And then she wouldn't, my mom's just extremely low tech person. She doesn't even know how to use iPhone today. So anything I learned from her, all like, old school.
I love that.
I don't have like no technology and that kicks in, from the ground up. Like I know exactly what to do if I don't have this.
All right, I have a big question for you.
Run it.
I have a big question for you.
Okay.
Do you use a rice cooker at home?
I do actually.
Okay. All right.
I do now. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, because I personally, when I cook rice, I don't use a rice cooker. And everyone's like, yo, you need to use a rice cooker. I'm like, no, I know how to cook rice, so I don't need it.
I got
But-
you. I feel you. But I do now. Just because my house would smell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like from the cooking. It's just like, say like if you cook like 5 days a week at home,
Yeah.
your house is gonna stink somehow. Like, if you don't
Oh,
have like, a
it
good
smells. Yeah, no
AC flowing. So my place doesn't have a really good like airflow.
ventilation,
Yeah.
airflow.
So I have to use the rice cooker.
All right, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's a fair statement. But you know how to cook rice without a rice cooker.
I have to.
So that's I just wanted to make sure you did know. Now, all right. So moving to this beautiful restaurant and you're in Baltimore. How long were you there? How long did you live in Baltimore for?
Oh
Or Maryland?
yeah, about 8 years.
8 years. Okay. So you went from 15 to about 23, 22, right?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Now you're 22, 23. You graduated high school.
Mhm.
Are you going to college? Are you going? What's next after that state?
So I went for a little bit. It's a community college.
I went to community college as well. Yeah.
In Arundel County. But the thing is, like, at the time, I really want to get out of there.
Okay. You wanted to get out of Maryland.
It's just too cold. And I'm like, hey, everybody, like, now I get to talk to people, right?
Yeah.
Now everybody keeps saying, like, hey, I'm going to Florida. Anytime that they get a chance to, they want to go to Florida. I'm like, Florida? What's in Florida? Is it like a retirement state? Like, you're going to go there and see a bunch of old people?
Yeah.
That's it. That was what was in my mind.
Of course.
Right? So I'm like, all right, well, Florida it is. Let's just go take a flight, Let's just try out, see what's going on. And then now I'm here.
That was I don't even know. I mean,
I didn't even believe what they said. Like, hey, just try it. Just go, relax. I thought it was a retirement state.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna see a bunch of old people. I'm probably gonna be me, the youngest. But no, man, this is a whole different vibe.
it's Florida's crazy. And you came here probably 23, 24. You were this is pretty prime Jay right there, right?
Yeah, I came. When I first started to think about moving here, which I took, a few flights and then tried to figure things out.
Yeah.
So then, I was gonna stay in like different cities within a short amount of time as possible. So
Just like travel, just
hop.
feel them out at
Yeah.
these different places.
and then like every week I would have like a few days off, from my mom's place, and I would just, hop on the flight, stop by here, and then back to Maryland, work, and then days off over in Florida, and now I chose the Boca.
Wow.
I was everywhere, bro. I'm talking like from Miami up all the way to Lantana.
Did you ever go to like the Panhandle or Tampa?
I went to Tampa too.
Tampa, Panama. Wow.
Not
so you-
Panama, but
up
this
there,
side,
Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were able to see all of Florida, is what you're kind of saying. Like not all, but in a general perspective, you were in North Florida, you were in Central Florida, and you made your way down to South Florida as well.
Yeah,
And you picked South Florida, assuming, right?
I did, because like everybody kept saying about it. Because like everybody, whoever, stopped by at my parent restaurant, they're talking about Florida.
Oh, yeah, you probably got a lot of that.
A
Yeah.
lot of them, like they're like, because like
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
just want to get away for a quick trip. I'm like, hey, what are you doing the weekend? They're like, you're probably gonna go to Florida. I'm like, what's in Florida, man? Like, like why you guys
Yeah.
so bad? Yeah.
Wow. So you were basically you had a lot of snowbirds you were
You already know, man. We have a lot of Maryland.
I know we do. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so a lot of people in Maryland, when it becomes cold, they're like, "Yo, I'm only here for a little bit. I'm going back down to Florida." So, okay, so you made your way down. You came down to Florida. You eventually, I'm sure, leaving your parents' restaurant was probably a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
Huge, monumental. Like, okay, hey, guys. Now, did they support you coming down here?
They did actually.
Yeah?
Well, we made a lot of runs, right? We did catering for John Hopkins.
Oh, wow.
We set everything up. We pretty much well known in Baltimore. I wouldn't say that we reached the glass ceiling, but we are up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know your restaurant.
Yeah.
I know. I've been there.
We've been there for so long, man. Like, you know,
You've made a foundation, but you've also made a staple. Like, you know, if you're going to Baltimore, you go to My Thai. That is the place to get Thai food.
yeah.
And no, I'm serious. Like,
that's yeah, exactly.
right?
That's what I said. Like, you know, I think we hit the glass ceiling, but I wouldn't want to say that. You know what I mean? So then I'm like, I need something for myself. Like, I need something more. Because I was still young, man, 22, 23. You got to do something, like, you know.
yeah.
Like, you're like young kid. You want to have
Oh, yeah,
something.
yeah,
you want to
yeah,
do
yeah.
something. That was me. So I'm like, I want to open my own shop. I want to have something, you know, I can call it, hey, this is Jay. Right? So while I was working with my mom and my dad, I will be thinking of, like, how am I going to be able to build the system to make sure that the restaurant produces the best quality of food in a short amount of time for people. Because when I was up there, I get to go to DC, I get to see New York. You know, people don't really
Yeah.
have time nowadays. Even us, like, we don't really have that much time to cook. Or, like, tell me if you have, like, a solid half an hour, just sit and then, like, don't need to work.
It's hard, man.
Right?
Especially when we're trying to create so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I was thinking, like, how can I minimize the time of cooking time? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah. Fast, but still good quality, good
Exactly.
ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah, so that, like, you know, while I was working for my mom, I was thinking about it all the time. Like, I had so many projects in my head. There's so much. You know, it could be like ramen. You know, now I got poke bowl. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hand rolls. You know, like, I got all kinds. Like,
And especially since you've had that background of their restaurant, you know that these things can be done quick, fast, and good.
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and then you're like, if you close your eyes and then you eat this food and you could picture it as of, or taste it as of fine dining
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
That's the winner, and that's what I try to do. You know, with all the projects I have in my head, like, how can I do this within short amount of time, and still able to taste that good? You know,
Ah, okay, so what was the, I guess, like, did you say, hey, Mom, I want to open a restaurant down in South Florida? Or what was the spark for you to, like, do it? Like, where, because you're creating all these ideas. You have 15, 20 ideas in your head, but what gave you that, I guess, initiative or that extra spark to say, okay, this is where I'm starting with and this is what I want to do?
well, I have to give my dad a credit on
Okay.
this one too, because not every location would fit with anything, right? Locations. Um, for example, you can't open, you know, a bar or a club right next to a church or something like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah,
make
you have to. It takes. It's not. It's an not a guess. You have to be educated and you have to figure out
yeah, like
what's going on in that area.
it has to make sense. You know?
Exactly.
Like, for example, like, you know, you see the snowball up there.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they close for the winter, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody gonna get snowball.
Yep.
And they're like hot in the summer. They line out the door.
Yeah.
You know, at any snowball shops
Yep.
in
Yep.
Maryland, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So there, you know, my dad have taught me a whole lot in business, you know, mindset. So then I'm like, you know, I know what to do with what location and with the people and what would they be spending on and what would they eat and, you know, how would they, like, the routine of people as well.
Especially since you kind of got a good background from working in Maryland, you really got a good demographic of like just looking at someone. Oh, I think they're gonna probably cater to this, or this is. Oh, they're probably gonna be more this or whatever. So you were able to get a training very young, right? You were, very young to able to get all of this, absorb all of this, and now you're able to got the opportunity here and say, okay, this would make sense here, this would make sense over here, this would make sense here,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. like a lot.
Right. That sounds. So, what was your first project that came into fruition?
So, well, I'll say this, man. Like I've been everywhere, right? like throughout, South Florida, and everywhere I go, I'll look at locations, and then just like other 5 minutes, while I'm there, just like scroll down, like, hey, see if it's gonna work.
Uh-huh.
What if I put this in there? And, like, my brain always running. It's crazy, but there was one time, I think I was here like during Christmas time, and I saw that we had a big Christmas tree in
Yep.
Miser.
Yep.
And then when I was just walking around, I looked at the Poké Jay today, and it has a sign. It says leasing, like, it's
Yeah.
empty. I'm like, all right, and then I started making a phone call because I like how people are walking around.
Yeah, it's a good storefront. There's a lot of community. There's a huge tree. Everyone kind of
Yeah.
sees what's going on. Yeah.
And then here's a catch. Like I kept telling everybody, I'm like, if you're in Miser, you rarely hear the police car.
Yeah. Very safe.
Like you like maybe once in like blue moons, you
Yep.
would hear like the cop cars,
Yep.
going around. So I'm like, I'd like this, this is nice. And then I look at the map, we got a beach over here, and people would take that Palmetto, which is really close to Poké Jay, and they can just grab Poké Jay or Pokeball or something that like grabbable, and then just hit the beach, right?
Very smart.
So I'm just like, I just kept throwing ideas in my head, and hey, would that work? Would this work? And I was like, I think it has to be Pokeball. It has to be something that they can grab and they can just like snack, because like, what would you do if you go to the beach,
Yeah, no, I mean, that now that it makes so much, you wouldn't take ramen to the beach. You
Right.
wouldn't, I mean, sushi you could, but like a bowl is it's so much more
Yeah.
accessible, especially if you're, on a beach, right? You have a bowl, right? That you can put somewhere, like instead of a roll, like
Yeah.
that would not fit. So, that's,
Yeah, and then you wouldn't take a full, ribeye steak and then start cutting at the beach.
yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty funny, honestly. If I saw someone pull up to the beach,
Bring their own
and
table.
just have like a steak, like, oh, what do you want? I mean, like, that's actually really funny.
But yeah, that came in my, in my head, and then that's how we put all of the like the bowls, paper bowls, and then chopsticks of bamboo, obviously.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to have this 80% recycled fork, and then 20% would be a plastic, so they're all like earth friendly.
So Poké Jay is very earth friendly.
Yeah.
I love that. I know. I do commend you on that. I know always your bowls have been. I'm a huge advocate for environment. I don't really like plastic and things like that. So the fact is, like, there is a lot of eco-friendly-ness in Poké Jay.
Yeah.
And
all day. Yeah.
I love that.
So, like, for example, if you take our bowl and just go to the beach, eating with chopsticks, it could be literally, if you like dropped it somehow, you earth friendly.
Oh, it's biodegradable. It's completely biodegradable.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that. So it's full. Well, of course I would never drop
don't do
trash.
that,
Of course, yeah. Don't drop it. But if there was a case where it happened, it's environmental friendly. That's amazing. I love to hear that.
So then that's number one. But my main goal is to put or use that mentality of like like eco-friendly, and copy and paste it in the airports, because the airports are also more about safety as well. So not only you are eco-friendly, but you are safety for the airports, because you don't have anything that like metals.
Yeah, but Jay, that's a great idea because okay, you're going to the beach, right? But what if you were going on a flight? Like, that's such a smart idea to have it in an airport where you're able to literally go have the best quality grade sushi food, fish, right? Poke. Take that. Thank you. Go on your flight. Have that on your flight. That's unbelievable. That's an amazing.
Funny that you mentioned that, 'cause a lot of people do that. Like they just like before the flight, They just come grab Poké Jay real quick. I say, you know, what's your plan today? They go, no, we going back to New York right now. I'm like, with the Poké board? Like, yeah, we taking this board to the plane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually really, really like that. That's one, it's such a portable meal, but also
It's airport friendly.
it's airport friendly.
Yeah.
It's full. That's airport friendly 100%.
I didn't know until, you know, a lot of our customers like actually doing that. Because they love airports, you know, they get to fly, but they don't like the food. And that's how it got me thinking, like, hey, maybe I should be at the airport, you know.
Wow. I
like the idea.
I love that idea, Jay. I mean, maybe we might have to like talk about because I think a studio in an airport would be pretty cool as well. But
Yeah, just hop in it and
right, like think about your plane gets delayed and you had to take a Zoom call. Well, hey, I got a studio right here. Put the headphones on. Boom. I don't know.
that could be done.
There's just some ideas. So
Well, did you pick the gate yet? Like the gate
Yeah.
12?
yeah, gate 12 will have exactly. Yeah. But okay, all right. Well, so let's get all right. So I love this. So I loved hearing about your story of coming to, you know, from being raised in Thailand to now owning, you know, a poke shop, right? Now, Jay, do you have only one poke shop? How many? Poké Jay is right over here, right? Now, do you guys are you looking to expand? What is next for Poké Jay?
Yeah. So I want to expand. You know, I was aiming for a lot of locations. Could be the next one could be in Miami.
Ooh,
Could be in Miami.
I love that.
Let's hope that we make a good deal, you know.
Okay.
I don't like high rent.
Yeah, talk to me about it right here. God damn. Boca is something else, man.
Well, see, like, you know, I like small store, you know. My theory is to have like a hole in the wall. Like I'm building it like a hole in the wall. I want all the Poké Jays to be looking like hole in the wall, you know.
Love it.
People are gonna gathering, like wondering what's going on here, you know. I like that. That's why I have like a limited seat. Like, you know, they're not as big. I got 10 seats. That's all I need.
That's all you need. I was gonna say I love you know why I like a hole in the wall? Think about it. Less maintenance on this facility. They can focus more on the food.
That's true. And then you can keep it clean.
And you can, and yes, so you keep it clean, but also there's not as much stuff that you don't have a whole restaurant that you have to make sure everything is clean. All the stuff. You have a smaller space where you can say this is a clean space, but also I'm focused on the amount of taste of this food, right? Yeah. And also, man, I mean, people just take out nowadays. Like it's a huge thing. Yeah. People are all they're doing is taking out. So it's awesome.
Yeah, my Uber and my DoorDash are like killing it.
That's great.
Kept ringing, you know, never stop. Yeah, that too. But yeah, man, I like it. I like what I do.
No, I love Jay. This is amazing. All right, so I guess we're gonna ask a couple questions as we're kind of winding down. I want to ask you a couple questions of maybe someone that's coming over, a new business owner, someone that wants to create something. What is one piece of advice that you could give them?
Well, I'll say this, man. You know, dream big first. All right, dream a lot. Like keep dreaming it, man. Like no cost of dream, right?
The no cost of a dream. No cost of a dream.
Yeah, you just keep dreaming it. Dream big. Aim high. So high. And then try it. You know, like people have a lot of fails. They're scared, you know. I think of this. Scare is not bad. It's like a little salt. You need a little salt on your food. It'll taste good, right? You gotta have like a little scare. And, you know, you can scare for a little bit, but hey, don't be afraid to keep moving forward with it.
I love that.
Otherwise, you're gonna sit back and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I should have done it."
You
missed that train.
You miss 100 of the shots that you don't take, man.
Yeah, like you know,
it's true,
right? So like you know, instead of like sit back and like, hey, just you know, keep thinking but not doing. Right?
Yeah.
You see, like how the difference between like the guy kept doing it, just kept going with it. You know, at least he learned like, hey, that didn't work. You know, glad I tried. Right? Versus like the guy, I'm like, man, I should have done it. You know, I could have done better than that guy. Like, you know, don't be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, just keep going, man. Like, you know, you can be scared. I get it. People are scared. You know, I said that, hey, scare is good.
Yeah.
It's like
means you're alive.
yeah,
Right.
it's good. Like, hey man, this is gonna. Is it gonna work? If it's not gonna work, just because of that. Remember, I say like a little salt, because back in your mind, you're like, is it gonna work? It's not gonna work. Now you want to push farther, because now you're thinking like you don't want to fall. You want to keep it going.
You want to fail forward.
Yeah. Now
Right?
you're like, hey, adding a little salt. Now it tastes better.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, hey,
I think cooking shows a lot of lessons.
it does.
I really believe whenever I'm cooking, dude, there's sometimes I'm cooking. I was actually just cooking the other night and I said, there's a lot of times that I don't know what this is going to taste like. But I trust myself, right? You know, like there's times where you're like, God, I hope I'm cooking this steak correctly. Then you taste it and you're like, fuck yeah, I did that correctly. Like there's a lot of times with cooking, you have to improvise, but also think on the spot. Oh, something's too salty. What do? Oh, something's too sweet. Add some spice. Like there's so many things that it's a problem solved, but also just the lessons of learned, right? You make something bad. Oh, well, I'm not going to waste this food. I'm going to have to eat this, right?
Yeah.
And you eat it, right? But the thing is, like, we learn these, like, perfect example. Jay, I came into Poké Jay and I was like, what's up, man? How's it going? And you go, dude, I love what you're doing. Let me sponsor an event. And I go, okay. And when the next event I have, I'm going to call you. 3 days later, I got an event asked to be held here. And I go, they're like, do you have someone that would like want to, showcase their, well, I'm like, well, honestly, someone said, yeah, I'm going to call him. Hey, Jay, he said, yes, let's do it. The fact was I literally didn't hesitate and say, oh, I don't think Jay support, I'm just said, why don't I ask him? Why don't I go ahead and say, does this sound something like, and dude, we aligned. You said yes, when and where. It was the fact that I just needed to take that step and ask.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? You've seen me, you've supported me with everything. And like, I just, again, like, man, like this was an amazing interview. I had so much fun, but I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Like you have seen so much and you've seen me grow from a busboy, literally a busboy, to now.
You look good in that uniform. You look better now, but
thanks. I remember, maybe I had an apron. I'm running to your store. You guys, it was amazing. And now, I think, this is the start of a whole new era. Like me and you, like Poké Jay is just the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, you have, with your family, you have made a foundation, but you're building this community. You're building so many people in this Meisner Park, this Boca Raton area. They know who you are.
They do.
They know you. I've literally said, oh yeah, I've got Jay. They're like, Jay from Poké Jay? I'm like, yeah. They're like, holy shit, that guy's amazing. You are a staple in this community. And I just want to say thank you, man.
Oh, thank
For
you.
real, brother.
I'm glad to, see, like, I've been here for, 6.5 years?
Yeah.
I get to see people from, they're finishing up high school, now they graduate, and now they got a job.
Or they're like, hey, Jay, can I work for you?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right?
Next thing you know, they'll be back there making Pokeball,
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to see the growing, for success.
Yeah, the growth of success.
I like that, So I don't know, man. I'm here to support everybody. Come to Poké Jay for anything, anyway. I think it meant for something. Trust me, if you sit at Poké Jay for like 2 days straight, you're gonna see people coming in for random stuff, like jumping cables.
Yeah, I know, man. This guy came, or I asked him, I was like, oh man, I don't have jumper cable. I usually have a set of jumper cables. He's like, I got you. Called someone up. They're here in the next 5 minutes with jumper cables, helping out Jay, you just the amount of like I said, the community, but just people love working with you, man. People love being around Poké Jay. They love it. So just to wrap us up, if you could, I want people to know where they can find you, where they can go to get a Poke Bowl, whatever you can do. I want you to go ahead and look right at that camera. Give us a little shout out of you and all you do.
Oh, I got you. So it's the store called Poké Jay. Right now we're located in Meisner Plaza. The address is 110 Northeast 2nd Street, Boca Raton. But just follow us on Instagram anyway. Same name, Poké Jay. And then you get to see the most updated. Anytime you can DM me, it goes straight to my phone. I'll definitely answer you. But if you want to try the Poke Bowl, I'm saying the Poke Bowl, come to Poké Jay. We are not typical Poke Bowl. Trust me.
And I can vouch, he does amazing bowls. The ingredients are fresher than fresh. I mean, I've literally seen him cut the fish in the bag. Like it's
Fish in the bag.
no, I'm serious. It's unbelievable.
You know why we're doing that? Because we don't have a lot of storage back there.
Well,
Yeah, we get trucks in every day.
that's what I'm saying. Amount of how fresh it is. That's, you guys gotta understand. Like, it is the freshest that it comes.
Yeah, we like that. You saw my space.
Oh.
We're like a hole in the wall. We ain't got no storage at all.
That's what I'm saying. So honestly, every time you go there, you're getting the best product around. So, I mean, Jay, again, thank you so much. Before I leave, I got one more question for you.
All right.
And now that I know you love cooking, what is your favorite dish to cook?
Ooh, I love steak, man.
Yeah?
I love steak.
What specific cut? What's
A ribeye has to be my
love
go-to.
ribeye.
But you see, like, you can throw so many ideas into the steak too, right?
Oh yeah.
I love steak, man. I have to give it to steak.
Steak all day.
Steak all day.
I love it. I could go. I actually had a steak last night. Cooked it. I did a little reverse sear.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've ever used an air fryer for cooking a steak, but what I do is
From the beginning?
so what I'll do is I'll cook the steak at like 290 in the air fryer. Make sure it's salted, pepper, and then what I'll do is leave it 15 minutes. Take it out on a very hot pan and sear that mother. Ooh, the air fryer. I've been using it a lot, and it actually really it helps with because I
might have to try that.
I'm telling you right now.
So you get the crispy from on the plate.
Yes, yeah. So what you would do,
I see what you try to do.
You put a reverse sear. You put it in the what's it called? Air fryer. 290, 15 minutes. It gets a nice color. You flavored, and then have that pan hot with garlic and butter, rosemary.
Just get that crispy.
Baste it with the butter. Dude, maybe we should just cook someday. Well, why don't we just... I would love to do that.
Right here.
Yeah, we'll get some hot pots in here, or hot plates, and we should do that. That'd be fun.
I would love to, actually. We have a plug over here and put a little, hot pot.
Yeah, that would actually be... That actually might...
Next episode.
That might work. Maybe we'll do well, I'll definitely have you on again. We want to highlight those poke bowls. So, again, Jay, give me a high... Man, bro... What a great episode, man. I thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Been There, Done That. I'm your boy, Podcastro, and we got Jay from Poké Jay, and he just killed this. I cannot wait for all of you guys to check us out. Again, go to his shop, Poké Jay. It's in Meisner Park. Absolutely delicious, freshest poke bowl around. And, we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care.
Peace.